Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Understood. I must be doing something right.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
I got it. This should be good. You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet.
I probably beat up your grandfather back in the day, too. I'm going in. Just the boost I needed.
Let's try this one. Let's do it.
Target on the move. Next on the list.
It's a bit late to hide, is it not?
I've been waiting. I never forget a face.
Must have gotten Lilith's attention. She sent one of her more aggressive minions to put you down this time.
You ready?
That truck is about to move out. You're running out of time.
Let's give it a go. This should aid me in my fight.
That's not gonna stop me! You're going.
Mess with the...
Here we go.
The endless search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. I don't know This is no trifling matter.
It's nice of Lilith to keep restocking the practice.
You're gonna hold still one way or another. Engaging
That hurt a bit.
Real original.
They're not quite ready to give up just yet.
just another scar.
I'm no good like this.
That should slow them down, but it won't stop them. Get to the artifact before they figure out what happened.
This shouldn't take long. It really is a great way to stay in shape. Getting it done any way we know how.
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills? Fair enough.
We've lost one of ours. Well, he's big, if nothing else. Black market growth hormones, if I had to guess.
I'm saving my energy till we meet.
Watch closely. Time is on the most dutiful.
It's not often you get a second chance. Let's settle.
Here we go. gets the job done.
You're not going anywhere. Sorry, but I'm gonna live. Just renewed my hunger. I like to get this.
He does seem like a natural foil to the... I have ways of making you talk.
Sure, why not?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Flesh wound.
That'll work. Oh, that looks painful.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, fellow nerd. Read anything good lately?
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Hello.
Read or die. That's what I've always said.
You are one of the most agile people I have ever seen.
Are you trying to inflate my ego? Because it's working. Hola.
Ah, this is exactly what I needed. A chance to quiet my cluttered mind and just be.
What thoughts clutter your mind, Doctor?
Ever since the Sanctum was lost, I felt a bit adrift. Lost in a cosmic sea in which I've lost my ability to navigate. I've been giving a lot of thought to the direction my life will take if we survive your mother's apocalypse, but who am I if I'm not Sorcerer Supreme?
A man in a fabulous cape. That is what.
Ah, yes, but a man in a fabulous cape doing what with their life? That's the question.
Perhaps this is what you should meditate on.
Yes, that's a bright idea. Thank you for still having faith in me, even when I've lost faith in myself. You are proving to be a most unexpected friend.
Anytime now, Tony.
Was this bowl always here? Huh. This looks like it belongs here. I should come back at night. That is usually how this goes. Maybe I should come back later.
This your first Tony's? Only reason to listen to Tony is to get directions to the rap party.
You believe the cause is lost?
Didn't say that. Did not say that either. I've seen the world end a few times, and I'm still here to talk about it.
That is not saying much. You have a healing factor.
We can't all be born as unlucky as me.
I sense my mother's intentions, and she is relentless and dangerous. She does not care who she hurts or kills.
Good thing we got her apple on our side.
Apple? No, thank you. I am not hungry.
No, it's a saying. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, you are calling me an apple.
I don't take kindly to the born yesterday routine, kid.
I am a midnight sun. I have made my decision. And like my mother, I am relentless and know my intentions.
Careful. Talking like that's a great way to taste your own boot. Your ma's got a brainwashing reputation. I've seen you out there. Others look up to you. Don't betray their trust. Otherwise, you and me are gonna have words and claws. One thing we can agree on, hell ain't coming. Hell is already here.
Yeah, you're being a little extra.
Forgive me if I'm a little excited that another one of my brilliant, one-of-a-kind inventions. Hey, Hunter. Cross your fingers. Genius inventor strikes again. We are finally getting some decent tech down here.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
I'm here if you need me.
I don't like to say that I do my best work under pressure, but I think this time, I even amazed myself.
Until the parchment is destroyed, any celebration is too soon.
Are you kidding? Getting this thing up and running is a huge accomplishment. We gotta celebrate the wins where we can get them.
If you manage to stop the prophecy, I will be the first to sing your praises.
So you're promising karaoke? I'm gonna hold you to that, Hunter. This thing won't fail.
What about your father's research? Do you feel comfortable using it as the basis for this canon?
I'm only perfecting the stuff he started. It's like I took all the skeletons out of my family closet, dusted them off, and now they're going to do community service.
Is it powered by skeletons?
Don't worry, figure of speech. No actual skeletons in there, just massive amounts of gamma radiation. Our friend Banner thought he was going to use it to get supercharged. But this thing's going to shut his team down, permanently.
If this weapon is as powerful as you say, why stop at the parchment? We could wipe out all of Hydra with it.
Whoa, let's slow down. WMDs were my dad's thing. I just want to destroy the parchment, stop Banner, and finally catch a breath. Not necessarily in that order.
So, what now?
Now comes the hard part, explaining my plan to the team. I wonder if I have time to whip up some diagrams. People love diagrams.
You feeling all right?
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
Another artifact Wanda was toying with but could never make work. I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl and speak an Elder God's name. Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing.
I still say we should have built a... I'm ready when you are. Practice makes perfect.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
I know a lot of you aren't used to the scientific method. So take a breath, let it all soak in. I can talk you through the really complex parts.
You want to shoot the indestructible Paige with a giant ray gun.
A giant gamma ray gun.
You can't just blow up the parchment of power with gamma energy. It isn't done.
He has a point.
Look, you and the Hocus Pocus crowd had your shot. Now it's my turn. Mine and Hound's.
Your father's research.
Pops wasn't trying to weaponize gamma energy. He was trying to supercharge it into an almost unlimited power source. Should probably thank Bruce for helping me realize that. Problem is, gamma energy has a threshold. Push it too much and it goes boom. Big time.
Enter Los Diablos.
Birthplace of the Hulk.
And the last time somebody tried putting Pop's theories to the test, entire areas still saturated with that same modified energy. If I can channel it through my accelerator cannon, well, that gamma field Page of yours.
Will go boom? Big time?
Bingo. Huge time.
We're gonna need a tremendous amount of power.
And not just gamma. Yo, Lost Boys. And Lost Girls, saddle up. We need you.
Sabretooth's still out there. They ain't going nowhere without me.
The more the better. Somebody's gotta clap when I thwart the apocalypse. Again.
This plan seems crazy, right?
Ah, Hunter.
Keep the reflexes sharp.
Certified.
Stay focused on Tony's ridiculous plan. I'll keep an eye out for Hydra.
Your enthusiasm is infectious, Sarah.
I'm allowing this to move forward, aren't I? Anyway, Robbie and Tony are already in place. Good luck. We all need it.
What's the word, kid?
Nothing. Nothing is definitely the word.
Oh, well, nothing's good. You don't have the Abbey masking you in that Page right now. Just keep a safe distance a little longer until we're ready here. With even one blast, my gamma cannon will drain the ambient gamma energy from this entire valley. This is gonna have to be a one-shot deal.
Then don't miss.
Got that part, Heather.
This is by far the worst plan I've ever been part of. And I've done jobs with Deadpool.
Robbie cannot hide that Page forever. If there is any chance of removing that burden from him... Speaking of...
Yo, Fast and the Flamius, what did I just tell you?
Stark! Power up that damn ray gun!
What?
Stark! Multiple targets closing on your position!
That ain't Robbie.
Activated gamma collectors now.
How long do you need?
How would I know? I just invented the damn things yesterday.
Then keep going. We will hold the line.
Stark. Too smart for your own good.
Ignore the others and follow that page. It's time I return home.
If you could go ahead and stop them from attacking the highly volatile gamma collector, that would be fantastic.
Feel free to come down here and throw a few lasers at him.
Well, I'm down to which one of you is going to initialize the accelerator to fire this thing?
Fair point.
We will hold this position as long as necessary.
Trust me, it'll be worth the wait.
loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. I saw a move like that once. I am not myself.
Not looking good for you.
Whatever works for you. That will do.
You were too weak for this fight.
You're stronger than you look.
Guess this is the end of the line for you.
Got some more flunkies coming in.
A change of mind?
Getting real tired of running into you, Creed. Maybe it's time I cut off your feet.
Agreed. Some for the rest of us.
Brave now. Mother finally found someone who can get the job done. Me!
Do not try me again.
Fresh meat coming in. What's your status up there, Stark?
Stay warmer. Keep fighting.
Better not be dragging your feet.
How does one drag their feet in the air?
I'll explain later, kid.
Consider it done. You are the boss of nothing.
Look for you, bud.
Very effective.
Lilith has put a great deal of trust.
Really knows how to pick 'em.
If only Mother had chosen you, right, Logan?
I'm nobody's minion. I think that's...
Well executed.
Ready?
I am impressed.
Survive another encounter with me.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
You don't get it, Rump. There's magic pumping through these veins now.
You got that right.
Guys, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep this up.
Don't wait on me. Get another deal, oh please. What did Lilith offer you? Better gas mileage?
Not quite.
Return. Tried to avoid this mess, you know.
What?
But y'all had to do things the hard way. You were right, kid. I am a coward. Been running from this moment my whole life. World's really gonna beat this thing, it'll need someone strong. Like you.
Wait! No!
3, 2, 1.
See you soon, Rox.
My theory would have worked.
This is Dr. Banner's other side?
Horns are new.
That's not all, Tony. Mother's eyes.
That sounds a little weird, too.
Your mother abandons you.
It is time. You are not worthy of her.
Uncle Tony's got your back.
Have my thanks. No more debate. Led astray.
Another round of more bodies coming in.
They have not lost interest.
How was I supposed to know Bruce would try and ride the lightning? He needed a little bit of parchment, and I gave us one.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You see, this guy gets it. Let's do it.
You only make me stronger. You're making a mistake.
This shouldn't take long.
You will regret that. I should probably thank you for helping me break through, Tony. You don't know how frustrating.
Single syllables.
I'm sure it was to your advantage keeping me down.
Now, Bruce, that's just Lilith talking.
Mother protects me. You know that's not enough.
surprise.
We're not getting anywhere with this. Might as well be
Past.
Control is a strong word. I'd say it's more like we pointed him at something and hoped for the best.
That is not reassuring.
Now.
Such power.
It is like fighting a god.
I'm taking him down before we can do it again. Just need
All these years, Tony. Letting you think you were my equal. I could have squashed you so easily.
You let us go. Not sure I want to know why.
The Hulk will deliver the page to Lilith, just as it was foretold, just as she planned all along.
All right. Because you're telling me she orchestrated all of this?
My mother always gets what she wants. With the Darkhold in her grasp, there is only one thing she is missing. Me.
Only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, your mama's got it in for you. Not to mention the rest of us, too. Just because it wasn't me, doesn't mean Victor Creed didn't have it coming.
It is indeed dark times when the youth must make dark choices.
I'm worried about the kid. You change when you cancel someone's check. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a Banner.
We do not get to choose anything for Illyana. It is her path, and she must walk it alone.
Never thought I'd hear you do a good impression of me. I didn't know I had a choice. Illyana's got to know she has one. Nobody really needs more blood on their hands. Especially Banner's when we're running with his Avenger buddies.
The Hulk situation worries us all.
I've survived a few dust-ups of the Green Rage monster. 2 reasons I walked away. Healing factor, and I got the feeling that Banner was holding the green guy back. I don't get that feeling anymore, do you?
There is only Lilith and the Hulk.
You take out one, and I'll get the other. There's no chance I'll pull a Tony and let Hulk walk. Hulk and me tussled before, and it hurt. Bad.
Enough, Tony. We tried and we failed. Time to admit we might not have all the answers on this one.
We needed to act, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, the plan didn't work out. I'll come up with another. If that doesn't work, I'll try again and again, until I win.
You win?
You know what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant. Listen to someone other than yourself for once. Stand down, Tony.
Not while I can still fix this. What do you say, boss? Is Rogers right? Should the star player get benched after one mistake? Or maybe you're smart, and you know I can get us across the finish line.
You tried, Tony. That is admirable and greatly appreciated.
But no longer needed.
That is not what I am saying.
But you're thinking it.
Hunter, are you any good at writing eulogies? I mean, it's not like Robbie's gonna let you write a eulogy for Blaze. Seems like this is something he's got to work out on his own. But a little backup never hurts.
And what are you doing?
Me? I'm here to support Robbie. He watched his personal hero sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have to grieve alone.
Robbie's reaction is normal, considering what happened. We should all take a moment to grieve in our own way.
I usually take a few minutes of silence, which is big for me, considering normally I can't shut up.
If Robbie wants to speak, eventually he will find the words.
I don't think anyone is expecting Shakespeare. But I do know that if Robbie doesn't get some kind of closure, he's gonna be a mess.
Closure? What is that?
Yeah, closure? Like, after you have a breakup and you insist on making your ex go out for coffee so you can tell them how they made you feel.
Do you think that is effective?
I've watched hundreds of hours of daytime TV talk shows that say yes. So, as soon as Robbie works this out, we'll be good to go. Robbie will figure out what to do. Eventually.
I can't get Blaze out of my head. I don't mean possession or anything. Just everything that happened.
Tell me what you are thinking.
On the one hand, he was my personal hero. On the other hand, he tried to destroy you. On the other hand, he sacrificed himself to save me. How do I honor him and still be truthful? It's too many hands.
Johnny Blaze endangered all of us with his treachery. He deserves nothing, except to be forgotten.
I know. Normally, I'd agree with you. But then I remember what my grandmother always says. Honor the dead, because one day you will join their ranks.
That is a grim thing to say.
You should meet my grandmother.
Whatever you decide to do, do it quickly. I am afraid we are running out of time.
You really helped clarify my thinking. Thank you. I'll figure something out by morning. Promise. This is so hard. Maybe we should just have a...
Something to keep us occupied? So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit, Doc?
I assume through some sort of a lab.
What have you got for me, boss? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Oh, now this I can work. This is some of my best work. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed. Find more coil, send it my way.
Lots of talk about Transio.
Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other? In the Air Force, we call them betting odds.
In the Army, we call that hard.
Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
We did our best to stop the prophecy and failed. We know Chthon is coming, and we need to prepare for what happens after that.
You sound like Caretaker.
She knows what she is talking about. So tell me, what do those books tell you about Chthon? What do we need to know?
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of knowledge we can use. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
Who were these Elder Gods? Tell me about them.
Siblings brought into existence on this planet by the Demiurge, the source of all life. These beings were named Set, Gaia, Ashtur, and Chthon. They ruled the planet for many millennia, each of them pursuing their own interests, increasingly battling each other for supremacy until finally it became too much. New gods emerged to topple the old gods and remove their influence from our world.
Nothing lasts forever, even for gods. Was Chthon always this monstrous evil from the very beginning?
There was always something wrong with him, but his insatiable pursuit of chaos magic eventually corrupted him in ways he could never reverse. While Chthon's sibling Gaia sought to nurture life on his planet, Chthon sought to absorb it into himself, to remake all life in his own twisted image. It was because of that evil drive that Chthon was banished to another realm.
And there he waits, ready to return when the opportunity presents itself?
Like now.
If Chthon returns, what exactly will happen to this world?
The world and all life as you know it will cease to exist, but it will not vanish. It will be recast in Chthon's image. We will exist only as extensions of Chthon, and the world will only serve to keep him alive.
What a hellish existence. What about the Darkhold? Could it not provide us with secrets of Chthon?
The Darkhold is dangerous in its own way. With Chthon locked away in another dimension, this is how he has sought to influence events in our world. It is Chthon's own words laid down in print. We cannot trust it as a reliable aid in our battle. It would be like trying to defeat Ultron using his own memoir. Nothing good will come of it.
And the writing is probably awful anyway. The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk, how important is he to Chthon's goals?
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability to stop Hydra and Lilith's efforts.
Something will have to be done about him, or Stark may lose his mind. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging. One more book. Maybe that will have the answer.
Semantics aside, Hydra's never been this active. Hearing about sleeper agents pulling out from all the major three-letter agencies.
Can't believe I find myself wishing Red people were still in charge.
Hydra hasn't been this active since my help.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie.
Guess you overheard our conversation.
Some of it.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
The Avengers are clearly out of their depth.
Damn straight. Now it's our turn to screw it up.
You do not sound too confident.
I just don't want to jinx it.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
Nobody expects us to lead the charge. That's why.
There's something going on that we're not.
I know what it's like to feel guilty about the death of a loved one, too. My Uncle Ben. It's my fault he died.
Did you kill him?
Well, no, but I could have stopped the guy who did. Hey, those are beautiful. What are they, some kind of daisy?
Something as rare as she was.
I'm sure she forgives you.
Thanks, Peter. But I kinda want to be alone right now.
Yeah, okay, sorry, just trying to help.
I know, but this is not something you can help with.
Maybe
Do you think what Peter said is true? That Agatha forgives me for what I did?
The only person you need to forgive is yourself.
For Forgive myself for murdering someone I loved? How?
By first accepting that it was not your fault.
Of course it was my fault. It's always my fault. If I had learned to control my powers better, she would be here today.
Agatha understood the dangers of taking someone as powerful as you under her wing. She did it anyway because she had faith in you and who you are to become.
And look what her faith cost her. An early grave.
Maybe she saw something in you. Something that was worth the sacrifice.
That's nice of you to say, but say it to Caretaker. I still haven't been able to look her in the eye since I've been back. She hates me.
You cannot hide from her forever. You need to figure out how to summon the courage to face her, so the both of you can move on.
Yeah, you're right. I owe her that.
You owe it to yourself, and Agatha. Agatha would want the two of you to be reconciled.
I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah. For Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter.
Likes playing with fire, huh?
Ready for more? All right then.
This is as close as you'll get to a straight fight. Take that thing down.
If you still want it, come.
Don't be swayed by her words.
Let's make it quick then.
That's one hell of a move.
Whatever gets the job done. You've been practicing, haven't you? interesting technique. Don't feel bad. You're not ready for me yet.
To get away from Limbo occasionally.
You asked for it.
As they say, it gets the job done.
About time.
That will do.
Getting pretty good at that.
Together, we are unstoppable.
Glad I'm not on the receiving end.
Looking at me now?
Let's do this.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, Hunter. I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us. Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Is that it? Can we go now?
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. What's up?
The son of fire approves. hears me, but has no answers. What is this? Blessings of Hippus. This looks like one of the shards that Agatha asked me to find.
Evildoers beware!
I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it, but that was still faster than I expected. I better get to work then. I'm confident I can return the Moon Seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand. I need a particular flower to serve as the reagent for this ritual. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It grows right in front of my old cabin. While you gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations.
This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal.
How's my favorite hunter?
I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me. This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
I am glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course.
What have you been doing, Ebony?
Hunter.
Your name fits you well. I have never met anyone so sharp.
I don't take compliments well, but I also won't stop you.
You are a woman of many talents. That will serve you well.
You're pretty awesome yourself, Hunter.
Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
I am ready. Where Wanda failed, I will succeed.
That's my Hunter. Good luck, dear.
That is something.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his own obsession with his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods, including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
I am impressed. You were too weak for this fight. Feel a breeze?
I don't think we'll be seeing any Supermen, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal Lilith and her children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's very species.
I am afraid you might not make it back from this one.
descended upon the Earth, he used the prevailing reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical form.
They do not stand a chance. Your mother abandons you. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
The whole price of being favored by the elder gods. Back into the fray. Hardly a scratch.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest.
Set is in good humor today. Set revels in his blessing. Fascinating. The father of serpents is smiling. Nothing can stand in his... Charlie would not have done this, but someone or something dug up this grave. Curious. Autumn, show me the way. Set regards no obstacles. The son of Gaia approves. Set is in good humor today. That is something. The father of serpents is smiling. Autumn River is on. Nothing can stand in his way. Set regards no obstacles.
The old gods have been waiting for a new champion, and now they finally have one. It may not feel like it, dear, but you've done something extraordinary here. Finishing the trials is no easy task.
I could not have done it without my faithful companion, or my most trusted advisor.
I'm glad you've stayed humble. But now, I think it's time we finally got to the heart of all this. Where Wanda and I failed, you can now tread without fear. The door is waiting for you, Hunter.
Will you be there with me?
Of course, dear. I'll be damned if I'm going to miss the chance to see that thing blown to pieces. It's the closest I'll ever get to revenge.
And once we are on the other side?
Presumably we'll get some answers, but I don't want to make any assumptions at this point. I'll see you at the gate in Lilith's garden when you're ready, Hunter. Break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
Set revels in his blessing. Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo. I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Ashtar?
I always respected Ashtar, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden, this was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. Straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him. Reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Chthon for me?
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster?
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
You were trying to protect me, as you always do.
You've made this easier on me than it should be, kiddo. But I can't say I'm not glad that you still believe in me.
We can only move forward from here. We have spent enough time wading through the past.
You'll get no argument from me there.
Set regards no obstacles.
Careful now.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
at the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you.
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.
That looks good. Very nice. I wonder who painted this. Good girl, Charlie.